My name is Miss Kerry Douglas. I'm a psychic medium, clairvoyant. I can see inside your life. I can see your past, present and future. I also speak to spirit. And spirit gives me all messages and all your loved ones, and they all come with love. You're very pretty.
Thank you, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very excited all the time.
I am. I like having, when I meet new people, I find it really exciting, and also things like this where it's very different to me. I think it's exciting, and you're like opening yourself up to someone else's world.
You are an amazing young lady. You really are. You've got a lot going on though, what I can see, but it's like you're very, very sweet. And you're very sweet to everybody, and sometimes don't be so sweet. The way I'm speaking to Donna, when I get the messages, they will come through, and I'm going to tell you what they tell me. Can I ask you this question, please? There's been a celebration around you, right? So was this a wedding, or was it someone being engaged? Who's had this celebration? Because I'm seeing everybody just happy. Who is these people around you?
It's probably my family and my friends. I've just taken a really big step in my career.
Congratulations.
I would love to be engaged, but not yet.
Okay.
But it's more of like a career celebration at the moment. And I think everyone's just so excited for me because
they are.
It's just something out of this world that I've gone and done.
Can you tell me what your religion is, please?
Yeah, I'm Hindu.
Because there's a lot, and a lot of colours that I'm seeing. Does your parents go home, or do you go back home?
What, back to my country?
Yeah.
We all go home. I feel like I've made more of a connection with India more recent.
That's what I want to touch on.
I'm so proud of who I am.
Fantastic.
And it's my home, and I feel like because in this country I move around a lot, especially in the last couple of years I've just been moving flat to flat to flat.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't have home.
Yeah.
And the only home that I feel like I have is where my grandparents put the land down, because nobody can tell me that's not my land.
Can I just say, I'm so glad you go home. They are so proud you all go home. It's like you go back home to feed your soul. You know, it makes it, when you step on ground, on your home ground and where your family comes from, you feel at peace. You can be who you are. You know who you are there. But when you come back here, it's like, let me put this mask on for a sec. But what's going on with the house out there? Is it being renovated, or someone's trying to do some stuff out there?
The house out there is almost ready.
Yeah.
Almost ready. It's not fully ready. It's been like a 10-year project. And it's a huge house that was, my grandparents' desire was to have a house where there is a room for every single grandkid,
Absolutely.
every single parent, everyone in the bloodline has a house there, has like a place to call home.
Yeah.
So truly, it is the only place where I think this is like heaven.
It is heaven. They're so excited, but there is so many different family members I'm seeing going in and out of this house. It is never empty, never. And that's what it's all supposed to be. But she's saying everybody needs to be in that kitchen and start cooking again, because this is what family's all about, and let's all talk.
So what are they saying about family and dynamics in there?
Some of your family can be a bit over there, and then you've got your family. But there is a little bit of conflict I do see with certain members of the family about this house. Who's the uncle?
So my grandparents had 8 children.
Ooh.
So they had 4 sons, 4 daughters.
Okay.
And the 4 sons, I believe, because I don't have anything to do with like how this house was constructed or created, but I know that the value of this, like the house and what was the intention of this building is more than just a building that looks really beautiful.
It's more than just a building.
It really needed to be somewhere where there's no bias, there's no, this is how much money you have and this is how much money you have.
It feels that way.
I feel like because it's such a huge family, so with the 4 sons that my grandparents had, they've all made an equal contribution to say, this is like, you know how the sons carry the family name?
Yes.
So this is like our contribution, they all equally contributed, and now this house stands, the 4 walls of that house belong to those 4 sons.
Yeah.
And anybody and all of our family is welcome in that home at all points, I would like to think so. So everything that you've told me basically about my family and my home, it gives me hope.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you have such a big family, it often alternates between being beautiful and chaos.
Yes.
And it's never the middle. It's always either this or either that. And something either brings the family together or something scatters the family completely. And that seems to be an ongoing thing. And I think in recent years, I've had to probably make the most adjustments in the family in terms of, you know, let's try this a different way. But what I really there's like so much going on. You were right with that. Like my mind is constantly working overtime, and I feel like I'm constantly thinking about my future, mostly probably like my dad's future, because I think everything that I do is like, how do I free my dad in terms of he's just so locked by obligation. Like I'm trying to make these huge career moves. I'm trying to do everything so that my dad can officially just be like, I don't need to work another day in my life. And he's like the best businessman anyone will ever meet. He's a legend, and people in every road of India know who my dad is as a businessman. And then he came here and he sacrificed way too much. I want to get married soon. Is that on the cards for me? Because if I get married, then where does that leave my dad? Like, where is he going to stay? I want to know, will this career move that I'm making actually work? You know, is this going to be is this going to be my legacy? Like, have I done everything right to be here? I just need, it sounds so superficial, but I think what I need right now is, more than anything, financial stability.
So it's like you're chasing your own tail. That's what's happening.
It's exhausting.
The more that you're chasing your own tail and running around and trying to chase it, you're not going to get that. The more you worry about it, nothing's going to come, because you've got negative on that side. So you're constantly thinking about, okay, this has got to be done, what have I got to do? Oh my God. This, if you stop stressing, you watch it all start to come in. But what you've got to do is, especially with your dad has got, he's a great businessman. I'm not going to get that, but he's also going to be a great businessman for you. You two are going to learn from each other, right? And you worry a lot about your dad and how things are going to turn out with your dad. Your dad's going to be financially fine, and so will you be. But the more you stress, the more nothing's going to come through, because you're blocking. And once you block that side, nothing will come through. So you've got to look at it, and you've got to put it in where, okay, what am I asking for? Because it's been such a headache with the family, and especially with coming over here and having everything and then coming down to nothing. What he's done is, he knows what he's got to do. He will turn this around, but when he turns it around with you. Because you give him the idea, and you're the one who's kicking him, and he sees that with you. You have a great bond, you and your dad. It's lovely. You want to look after him constantly, but you also got to look after yourself. And you look after him more than you look after yourself. And you have to look after you, otherwise you won't be getting out there. You've got to show your pretty face. You have to. But when it comes into you being married, you will be married, but just not yet. Your career means more to you than anything. And it really does. But the man that will come in, he will suit you. And your dad would agree with him, by the way. Just like I say. And you've got to love yourself first, by the way. Because of what you put up with back in the day, to who you are today, you have fought that person there. This is a brand new you. And now look. And you've got your whole career ahead of you. But just sometimes say no, if you don't mind. Please say no. Don't take everything that's coming. Always think about what you're doing first. Take that 20 minutes out. Sit down for a sec. And then go, is this right for me? If this doesn't feel right here, that's when it's not right for you, right? But I do promise you things will turn out right for you. I promise you that.
The reason I'm really here is because it feels like I'm holding it together with my bare hands all the time.
Right.
And there's like so much happening all the time with me, and I feel like all the responsibility is on me to like make my dad proud and my family proud and make them want us back.
You're doing too much. I'll have to be bloody honest with you there. You are doing way too much. So you're trying to make everybody else happy, right? Where are you in that happiness?
If I want to get anywhere, but I'm constantly spreading myself out too thin for everyone, and that's who I am, I literally just run around for everyone else. And it shows in my work that I'm not putting myself first anymore. And that's because I'm constantly battling, like, I just need to be real about my life now. I need to get serious. Like, I'm 28, I want to be married. Like, I really want to get married next year. This is like a new thought to me. Like, recently I was just sitting outside like a £5 million property, and I was just sitting there thinking, damn, like the only person I want to talk to right now is my partner, and I want to tell him all these crazy things that are happening in my life. And like, the only reason I'm not taking that step to get married is because, like, where does that leave my dad?
You're trying too much, we know this, right? There's no boundaries here for you. You're not setting any boundaries. You haven't set boundaries at home, you haven't set boundaries when it comes to your sister, and you haven't set boundaries for your dad. So all you're doing is living on, what's that, just petrol that's running out, because that's what's happening. Things are running out. This in here is starting to run out, right? And then you're going to get tired and you're going to get exhausted. Once you start to get like that, you can't help anybody. Who can you help? Your dad's going to be fine. I've really got to tell you that. If you're going off doing your thing, your dad's going to be fine. I promise you. Once you start to set your boundaries, people are going to step up. But you're looking at it as though everything's on me. Yeah? Not everything is on you. You put that on you. That's what you've done that. But you've done that because you've got such a great heart. This heart in here is so big. And it's like, I'm going to help everyone. People's going to get great because I want people to be at peace. You're not at peace. Everyone else is at peace. You're not at peace.
I feel like a lot of people owe me an apology.
Absolutely.
And I don't mean that to come across arrogant or anything, but since I've been a kid, I've been the good girl, and I always try to make sure everyone can look at me and be like, she's not the problem, right? And now I'm in this, I'm not like rebelling or anything like that, but I'm trying to like prove constantly that I've got this, and what you all did was wrong. And I want an apology, and I deserve an apology.
You might get it in a few years' time, but you're not going to get it now. Everybody is in their own lanes, and what this is doing, it's taking a part of your life. Every morning you're waking up going, bang, here we go again, am I going to get an apology? Because that's going to be in your head there.
It's like, I know I won't get a physical apology, but I want them to just look at me and be like, we really did a good person wrong.
Absolutely, but you've got to give them time to see that, darling. You're not giving any time. You doing what you're doing right now and making yourself who you are as a person and what you're doing with your career, they're going to see that. You've got to show, you can show that. You don't have to ask for an apology, you can show that. And then in years to come, that's where your apology will come, oh, we got it wrong. You don't need to prove any point anymore, hon. You're already there, but it's boundaries. You have to set some boundaries. You're not setting them. So that's why you're getting all these emotions every single day. And that's how you feel the way you do. And it can literally hold you back. It's like having a load of black bags on your back, and I'm just going to continue putting the rubbish in because that's your thoughts.
It's funny you say that, because when I moved out of my family home, I put everything in black bags.
Good girl.
everything went in these black rubbish bags. My clothes, my jewellery, everything in that home that I owned for 25 years, I grabbed and I left. I feel like it's all on me.
It's not though. It's not.
But no one else is coming forward, and no one else is like...
But you've got to understand, these people are not going to come forward because it's their behaviour. They don't feel like they've done something wrong. You've just seen your own truth with them. That's what you've done. You can walk your own truth. Where it comes with power and silence, you can walk with your truth. You coming out with all these black bags and running with that, you know what? That was just another second chance for you. That was one of the biggest ones. You're going to start again. And when you start again bigger and better, and you have the right attitude with it, instead of ready to fight someone about it. Because fighting someone is knackering. You get tired by the end of the day. You're like, oh my God, that thought again. It's like an overthought constantly, on a constant basis, but once you literally let go of that thought, watch how everything comes back in. Because you're stopping it from coming in the door, because you're so angry with certain things, and you're upset with the way that people have behaved, but then you've also got your healing side. I've got to look after my dad. I've got to make sure he's doing right, because he done right by me. That's what you're doing, but your dad doesn't see it that way, the way you see it. You're only seeing it because I have to be a protector. Your dad's your protector, and he will probably tell you that too, because sometimes you don't express your feelings to dad because you don't want to hurt him. But as soon as he hears it, he's going to be like, what are you doing? I can look after myself. You know what I mean? But because you want to be that mum, you want to be that beautiful daughter, you want to be the one that's going to protect him for the rest of his life and make sure he's got everything good. That's what you want to do. But you're going to do that. You're still doing that. You are the most perfect daughter you could have, but being angry, it's not the one. When you were younger and you was at school, what was going on in school? Who was bullying? I feel like you had a lot of people around you that you did not fit in with. Because it's a bit hard for me, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I feel like you were left in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to make friends, like anywhere I go, and it's just because I'm shy. And it's like, and it's also just because like I feel like I'm insecure about so much, and now that has shifted and changed slightly, ever so slightly, but I feel like I've always, what, you don't think it has?
Absolutely not.
Really?
There you go, it was a slightly, no.
Really?
Because, you know why? Let me just explain. The reason why I wanted to touch on that is because sometimes when I see you as a child and you're sitting in a playground on your own, that's a problem for me. And when I see that, I see that you're a very, very scared young lady and just sat in a corner and just done her own little thing. And when you do that, it follows you in adulthood. And that fear is what you're walking with now, still. Okay, so that little girl that you've got to let that one go. You've got to go in the playground with all the kids on the other side, right? You've been through that already. You've done that bit. But now it's time to let the little girl go and bring you back in, because this one who you are now, inside here, she's got so much to give and really can't wait and be excited for it. But then that child is sitting there going, ooh, I don't know about that bit. I might as well just sit in the corner so no one sees me. Let's come out the corner, babe. You've got the biggest shine of light around you. You just can't see it yet. You've got to switch it on. And you're halfway there. And I promise you, you're going to be the best businesswoman I've ever seen. And I can't wait to see your journey. Okay, so you can ask me 3 questions now about who's on these cards. Now,
Okay.
what I've just said to you will come out in these cards. So they give you clarification as much as they do me. These cards here, at the end, I will get you a card out, and it gives you a prayer card, and then you will read that as well. But these cards here are going to say what we've just said and just a little bit more. Right, are you going to ask me a question while I'm doing your cards?
Okay, first question is, do I get married next year?
Start taking action with your life then, love. There it is.
Take action?
Yeah, take action, honey.
Right, start planning the wedding.
Yep, start planning your stuff. Next question.
Okay, do I buy a property next year? Is that going to happen for me?
Your situation will improve. I did tell you by the end of December. That's where your property starts to come in. It's very exciting, I'm seeing here for you.
Really?
With this. Next question.
Okay. The card's fallen.
I think it's just done it for you.
The card's fallen for me. Right.
Oh,
I've got to
your
trust. I need to trust.
And that's your problem. You trust too much and you trust the wrong people. Be careful. Start trusting you, trust your feelings, trust your thoughts, trust your gut. Yeah? Always trust yourself. Because this gut feeling is the one that's going to give you all of these. So. I'm so glad this has come out for you, because you are very, very serious. You take life very seriously. You always threaten, but you turn around and said, why don't you bring your sense of humour back then? Remember I just said to you about you and your partner. You've got to start having some fun. You've got to start bringing this back.
So what does my prayer that mean?
Read it.
Thank you for helping me see the humour in the situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy.
Amen.
Amen.
It's been absolutely wonderful reading you today. You're an amazing soul, and I cannot wait to see your future. I really can't.
Oh, okay, so trust and take action, and things are going to get better.
It's going to get better, darling, and when it does, you're going to tell me all about it, because I can't wait to watch you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's been such amazing. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Karishma, and you've been watching The Reading Room on UnPolished.